Thank you, Minister Rabbani and Undersecretary General DiCarlo. Thank you for chairing our session today. And thank you, of course, to President Ghani for his significant and encouraging remarks earlier this morning. We meet at a time of new opportunity to achieve a political settlement that ends the war in Afghanistan. We seek an inclusive peace that will benefit all Afghan men and women. We seek a peace in which Afghanistan plays its rightful and obligatory role, contributing to international security and ensuring its territory is no longer exploited by terrorists. And we seek a peace that accelerates economic growth and prosperity for Afghanistan and its neighbors. There are encouraging signs. The Government of National Unity's invitation to the Taliban to enter peace talks without preconditions, the government's appointment of an inclusive negotiating team with men and women, and the Eid al-Fitr ceasefire, the first of its kind in 17 years, although followed by the Taliban's disappointing failure to accept a second ceasefire during Eid al-Adha. A Taliban commitment to a peaceful outcome is long overdue. We call on the Taliban to commit to a ceasefire and appoint an authoritative negotiating team. For our part, America continues its support for an Afghan-led and Afghan-owned process. Peace in Afghanistan is possible, and we must all seize this opportunity. Special Representative Khalilzad's efforts reflect the priority we place on this goal. The time has come to plan for an Afghanistan at peace. We welcome the call for a specific action plan to sustain peace and grow the Afghan economy following a political settlement. Afghans will lead in the planning, and donors will play a considerable role now and after a settlement to support a transition to peace and self-reliance, working on a fair basis of sharing the burden and on a sustained basis. With peace will come prosperity, employment, and trade, driven by greater private investment. We commend those donors who have met their Brussels commitments and call on all to prepare for the post-peace effort. The American people have made available $3.6 billion in civilian assistance since 2016. The Afghan government and people have the task and responsibility to secure the conditions for successful implementation, including through reform, as well as efforts to tackle corruption. Afghanistan's recent parliamentary elections saw millions of voters participate despite the security challenges. Afghans and donors alike will watch to see that the technical flaws in October are corrected for next year's presidential election. And today, we reaffirm our commitment to the Afghan people, welcoming the progress that has been made and focusing on what more is required for an inclusive and sustained peace. Thank you.